Well, the presiding officers have for the past 4 weeks been regular visitors to this hall, to inspect, to assess every aspect and every phase of the preparation here. And they are coming for the final, for the last time this afternoon to conduct an inspection of the state of readiness ahead of the President's delivery of the State of the Nation address tomorrow. So they will go through the whole sitting arrangement of members of parliament to ensure that indeed there is social distancing. As you will see on the stickers on the seats, there will be an empty seat between the guests, between the members of parliament. Also, the issue of sitting arrangement has been a contentious issue, and I hope that we have resolved it. They will also inspect how the various political parties will be sitting. As you will know, they have been allocated the numbers physically to be here in accordance with the proportional representation system. Some of the members of parliament will be seated on the far left, and there will be a demarcation because the rest of the area here in the public gallery will be reserved for the guests. So there are heads of Chapter 9 institutions, diplomatic corps, there are former presidents, former deputy presidents, former speakers of the National Assembly. They will occupy all this together with 15 members from the media and the camera persons. The balconies, you will be having the members of the judiciary that are seated. As you know, State of the Nation address is one of the rare occasions that brings together the three arms of the state under one roof. So it's quite a very special, a very significant occasion. But I'm sure you have conducted your own inspections. Dudu from the studio can also see that everything is ready. So it's all systems go.
All systems go. Ndu, I'm going to ask my colleague once again to pan and show you where members of the judiciary, as Moloto has mentioned, are going to be sitting. They're going to be right there at the balconies that you see before you. So as he said, it's a joining of different arms of the state. It's the National Council of Provinces, it's the National Assembly, the judiciary, members of the Chapter 9 institution, former presidents and former speakers of the National Assembly. This is where they will be tomorrow evening when President Cyril Ramaphosa addresses the nation right there at the center. I'm going to ask my colleague to zoom in where President Cyril Ramaphosa is going to be standing and addressing the nation. Quite important State of the Nation address. His speech is going to be one that is definitely going to be listened to by many South Africans and those who are particularly in the country who might be foreigners, because the issue around security is one of the things that will probably be of topic from the President's speech. I do want to bring in again Moloto, in the sense that we've heard so many State of the Nation address speeches from the President, and we've heard him touch on various issues, but I think this year what is at the top of everyone's mind, especially at the back of that expert panel report in terms of the July unrest, and people saying that if the police and the intelligence failed then and also failed to protect Parliament when it burnt down, how is it going to be that this is going to be a safe venue for the State of the Nation address?
Well, I think those concerns are valid, but we must not, be alarmist because the security cluster of government has been working around the clock to put up plans to protect this hall. Now it is called the Precincts of Parliament. It is a chamber of Parliament of the Republic of South Africa. It is under the protection of the South African Police Service, and all efforts will be made to ensure that the event itself is safe, and everyone who will be attending as guests, including ourselves as media, you must feel safe and you will be safe. So we are not concerned about that.
Just briefly, Moloto, we do expect this year pomp and ceremony, because this is obviously different from the time when the restrictions were much tighter.
Well, I will not say pomp and ceremony. I will say full ceremony. There will be 21 gun salute. The president will observe that before he makes his way into the chamber to deliver the State of the Nation address. There will be military parade. I'm sure you will have seen that several streets around town have been blocked to allow the rehearsal of the various chapters of the South African National Defence Force. So it's all systems go. We are ready, and we are confident that everything will go very well. Of course, it is the first time in 2 years that we will be, sort of going for a full ceremonial way of conducting the State of the Nation address, and it shows that, Parliament is gradually, coming into physical work, because that's what the people of South Africa have been calling to say, that they want to see parliamentarians actually physically at work, representing their interests, their hopes and aspirations, and raising their issues in the House, and that is exactly where we are. It will be a hybrid sitting, but a significant number of members of Parliament will be physically here. Only a few will be on a virtual platform. So gradually, we are beginning to have a full physical Parliament. We'll reach that point.
The new normal. Thank you so much for your time, Moloto Mothapo, the spokesperson for Parliament.